Coming into Shopify basics, as soon as a merchant installs or gets started with Shopify, it tells them to do some basic steps, which I think everybody should do, like create a store and add like products and so on from scratch to just get an idea, almost like a simulation of what merchants do. One of the important things to know is about sales channels. Sales channels, like as its name goes, is the different mediums where merchants can sell. The common ones are the online store, then you have the point of sale device. That's like the device that you see in any of the retail stores. Common one is Facebook and Instagram channels. Preorders has some limitations where it doesn't work in the other sales channels, like we'll come to that. To access the online store, you just go into sales channels, online store, and then click into this eye icon. You should now be able to see your live store. Now in here, in the online store, we have different themes. Some of them are paid, some of them are free. Shopify has a theme library where you can access different themes and buy them and also customize your store based on the way you want it to. Each theme can also be customized further. Now the online store has different pages. The first page that you see, if you look at the .com page, whatever your store is, and then .com, that's generally the home page. And then we also have what merchants call the catalog page or the collections page. Collection is where, let's say, if your store sells shirts and jackets and everything, it'll show each of those collections or each of those catalogs here. When you click into that specific product here where it says /products, that's basically the product page. Each page has different sections that can be customized and removed. Like here, I can just click on add section and add something called as a featured product, for example, on the home page. It has all of these different blocks that can be customized and changed, and this is for each page. Above that, there's also theme code that can be edited. That's usually done by more specialists and theme developers. You have some theme settings that merchants control, like the colors and general layout. Another important thing is app embeds. STOQ also loads through an app embed. And one of the ways of disabling the app completely, let's say if the app is installed, but you just don't want to use the app anymore, it can just be disabled like so. Also, it can be disabled on the live theme. But the good thing is Shopify allows you to test out different themes at one time. So let's say the current theme, I don't want to mess it up. So I can keep STOQ deactivated on my current theme. But on one of these draft themes, I can keep it enabled. It works like that with all the other apps as well. Going into products, we just go into how to create a product. So you click on add product. Merchants migrating from other e-commerce platforms can import the products in bulk. We'll just say product call 1, for example. And then you can give the product description, add pictures to it, choose which category the product belongs to, set a price for the product, and make all of those different customizations. You can also control which locations to be linked to this product. That helps in tracking inventory. And then we have this sell when out of stock setting. We've generally heard this setting for pre-orders, and we'll come to that later. But this is where the setting can be controlled also. And then you can also set its shipping instructions. If this product has variants, it can be added from here. Purchase option, if the product is on a subscription or is on pre-order, you will then see that purchase option in here. All the products in the store can be accessed from this products list. You can see what's active, what's in draft. Pre-orders, for example, will not work on draft products. It has to be a live product for us to be able to test pre-orders on it. You can see what it's linked to. Then you can also see the products by the specific collection. Collections can be created based on conditions, or it can be just created manually. Then inventory, this is important, where it says available. If this product is 0 inventory, then it'll show up as out of stock, 0 or lower. And then that's where you can control the inventory of the product. It can be done per product in the products list, or you can do it in bulk under this inventory section. You can also control the location. Let's say the store has 5 locations. You can choose to filter this based on location and then control the inventory for that specific location. Some merchants create something called as purchase orders, where they manually create the orders. It's called your draft orders, purchase orders. And then any customer that places an order, let's say Ram goes ahead and places an order on my store, or his contact or his email will be added here and created in my store as a customer. This is also like one of the features that STOQ offers. For example, let's say a new customer signs up. Let's say I have an out of stock product or a pre-order product. If a customer comes to my store and clicks on the notify me button and signs up or places the pre-order, that email, we can choose to sync it directly to the customers list. Merchants can also segment customers. Companies is done when merchants sell B2B. Merchants can also create different discounts. They have product discount, automatic discounts, and so on. Other important thing is orders. All of the orders are visible under this Shopify admin orders list, and it gives them all of these details: when the order was placed, who was it placed by, which channel it came in from, the total, what the payment status of the order is, what the fulfillment status of the order is. The fulfillment can be, if it's just placed, it's come in, it's unfulfilled. Once you actually go in, I'm ready to pack this order and send it out, then you mark it as fulfilled, add a tracking number, for example, choose how it's going to ship, and then you mark it as fulfilled. It goes ahead and changes to a fulfilled order. And then it shows you like how many items are there, what the delivery method is. If the order has tags, you can see it under here. And you can also like filter out orders based on fulfillment status, based on whether it was cancelled, based on the product. Shopify does offer quite a few filters. And then if you click into the order, you can see all of the other order details. And let's say they want to collect the payment before. Let's say collect payment. If they just mark it as paid, it won't actually charge the card. So let's say this order was placed online, but my customer paid me in cash. In that case, I'll use this where I'll mark it as paid. So the order is now paid. And then I'm ready to start fulfilling this order. So I'll mark it as fulfilled. If the order has multiple items, I can choose which one to fulfill. Right now it just has one, so I'll say mark as fulfilled. And then you also can add like the tracking number, if there is, like the order tracking number. And then you can choose the carrier. So then you add the tracking number, whatever that may be, and then you save. And as soon as you do that, it changes to fulfilled. Let's say I have 0 available and I'm selling when out of stock, which means I don't actually have that inventory, but I'm still selling out. As I start selling the units, I need to also keep track of how many I'm selling. That's when the numbers go down in negative. So let's say this is 0, for example. As soon as I sell 1 unit, whether it's through pre-order or whatever it is, if I have the sell when out of stock setting enabled, as soon as I sell 1 unit, this will become -1. And then it'll become -2, and then it'll become -3, and so on. And then what I'll do is, let's say I get 5 units back in stock. Right now it's -3, and I get 5 back in stock. It'll go ahead and adjust itself. STOQ will also track inventory automatically. For example, this product, I have 8 units available. Now, if I have especially, let's say 100 plus products, I'm going to have to, and let's say I have like so many variants, I'm going to have to keep such a close eye. And I'm going to say, oh, when it hits 0, I want pre-orders to kick in. But STOQ will do that automatically. Even though there are 8 units, I can just add this $10 gift card, for example, into STOQ. As soon as it hits 0, my product will now show up as pre-order. It'll happen automatically. As soon as the product goes out of stock, it will show up as pre-order. So STOQ just automates that whole thing. And then if I want the orders to come in as on hold, for example, other than maybe setting up a Shopify flow and doing some extra steps, there's no very direct way of doing it. Usually orders come in as unfulfilled. But if I want it to come in as, let's say, scheduled, or if I want it to come in as on hold, I can change the fulfillment status through STOQ. But the main thing that merchants want, that I have seen, is that they want to clearly communicate to their customers that this is a pre-order product. They want it to say pre-order, they want to show the description, they want it to automatically say pre-order as soon as it goes out of stock, they want it to be disabled when the product is back in stock. So STOQ sort of saves a lot of their time and effort in these areas. And then also in the cart, it will say pre-order. The pre-order email goes out after the order is placed. So a lot of pieces STOQ solves for. One more thing that merchants do is they generally sell in different markets. So they can set up different like countries, or even like here I have India is one market, Mexico is one market, and international is 28 other countries. You can set up the currency in each region. You can set up like the shipping rates, which products are available in what market, all of that. You can choose how many locations that you have and which locations fulfill point of sale orders and which locations fulfill online store orders. That can be controlled. In shipping and delivery, merchants, what they do is they set up here, they specify which location fulfills which country's orders, and then they can add different shipping rates for each. When collaborator access is requested, like sometimes we have to access the merchant's products or orders, we send them a collaborator access request. They can see like our request here. They can see the STOQ app here. Merchants can access the app here. They can open it or like even uninstall it from here.